Are you feeling frustrated because of your manifestation or because a job opportunity you wanted has gone to someone else? And now you're worried about the circumstances and that you have lost your chance. Or maybe you didn't see movement and didn't receive a message from your SP. And it does feel like you're stuck and nothing is moving around you. Perhaps you just find it difficult to stay consistent and manage your thoughts during your manifestation process. It's almost like you are waiting for it. If this resonates with you, then this video is just what you need. Today, I'll share effective tips that can help you work through those opposite thoughts and that type of wavering that you experience and that can delay your manifestation. So you don't have to delay it anymore. Hi, I'm Leopoldine and welcome back to the Mindful Shift podcast. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you are joining our tribe. This podcast is designed to empower you and help you create your best life. And if you appreciate this content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I post new English videos every Tuesday and Saturday. Alright, so let's dive in. You know, sometimes it's really hard to stay in the shoes and hand of your desire. Or you think and feel it's really hard because of what you are experiencing in the 3D reality. Especially if things don't seem to be going your way or you experience opposite results for now. For example, if you are manifesting an SP and you suddenly see them or a picture of them with someone else. And I know it can be really frustrating and even discouraging sometimes. But here's something really to remember if this type of scenarios happen. Everything you are experiencing right now is based on past thoughts. It's just all thoughts and beliefs. That's all it is. So what is happening in your life today is a result of those thoughts. It's a reflection of what you were thinking yesterday, a week ago, maybe a month ago. And keeping this in mind will really help you lighten some of your emotion and especially keeping your thought in focus. So that's the first thing you have to remember. The second thing is you are the one in power. You are the creator. You are the one that decide if you accept what you see in your reality and what you are experiencing or not in your mind. Because the truth is our thoughts always shape and create our reality. And if we focus and dwell on negative and opposite thoughts, it doesn't matter if you are feeling upset or getting angry about what you see. Like I said, feelings don't manifest. But if you are dwelling in your mind, in your thoughts about what is happening in front of you, instead of denying it and revising it, you just end up giving more focus on what you don't want and make it persist a bit longer in your reality, unless you revise it entirely, of course. And remember, what we focus on grows and what we resist persists, right? At least that's what law of attraction says usually. So instead of letting those type of thoughts get the control of your mind, try to shift your focus directly on the moment. Not your emotion, you don't need to, but your thoughts. Try to shift your focus. And let's talk about how you can do it. So first thing first, you have to realize you are the creator. You are the one in power. You are the one in charge. You're the main character of your reality. You have to realize you are the one that created this situation. And it doesn't matter how or when you did it. If it was just a general assumption, if it was a self-concept assumption, if it was about this specific relationship assumption, it doesn't matter how or when you did it. You just created it, like everything around you anyway. And even if you didn't particularly create that, as long as you keep in mind you are the creator, you are the main character, you can change anything you don't like around you. So don't dwell on that thought of how did I create that? No, I didn't. Doesn't matter. Please keep in mind that if you created it, that's actually good news. It's not to make you feel guilty. It's good news. It means one thing and one thing only. You can change it. Of course you can, because you have that power. Basically, you can reverse it. Redo the same process you did to create it. So if you don't like what's happening in front of you, you just have to keep in mind you have the power to change it anytime you want. Now, let's say you check your bank account today and you see you are low on funds, even minus. Here is how how you can handle those type of stressful moments. First of all, if you need to do anything in your reality for it, please do. Act when you need to. I don't say you have to not do anything when you really have to. But in your mind, no matter what you are doing and no matter what you are seeing in front of you, when you see this, in your mind you take a step back, you take a deep breath, and you remind yourself something. It doesn't matter. I do not care. Even if you don't believe your words. It doesn't matter. I do not care. I'm getting what I want any minute now. Just because I think so. Because I'm the god of my reality. Because I'm the creator. Because I'm the main character. And yes, I know it's still upsetting, those type of situation that triggers you most of the time. And it's okay if you react emotionally to those when that happen in front of you. That's okay. As long as you also keep your thought in check. And if you react in your thoughts, when you realize it, just revise it. Come back to the state of mind where you have what you want as quickly as you can. That's it. Don't over guilt trip it that you thought the opposite. No, just revise it and put yourself back into the state of mind where you have what you want no matter what. That's exactly what it means. And we know that feelings don't manifest. So if you feel hungry, stressed out, anxious, upset, that's totally fine. But you can still think thoughts that are aligned with what you want anyway. Even if you are crying because you are reacting emotionally to what you see, that's totally fine. But rather than dwelling on what is happening in front of your eyes of what you are experiencing and spiraling in your thoughts opposite to what you want or about the lack of your desire because there seems to be no movement, nothing is happening right now, or so you think, and don't see anything for now. You just need to remind yourself that you need to shift your thoughts and persist in your assumption toward what you want being already yours because it is already done just because you think it is, no matter what. You really shift your mindset from lack to the mindset and the state of mind back where you have what you want in a matter of seconds. It's a choice you need to make for yourself and no one else can make it for you. The state of the lack of what you want is just what you are used to do and you need to choose again and choose something that you really want instead. That's what we call discipline, because all you need to keep in mind and dwell on really is that your thoughts create your reality because you are the creator here. You are the main character and the main character always get what they want, right? Your past thoughts, your past beliefs created this situation, no matter how it was created. Doesn't matter again. And what really matters is you can change it just by thinking about what you want being yours. And if you persist in that thought, no matter what happened in the 3D, no matter what you see and experience, then it will be pushed out fast. And no matter what it is you are experiencing, you don't like it, then you know you can change it just by changing your thoughts about it consciously and not accepting what you are experiencing. No, I don't like that, so this is not how it is. This is how I choose it is now. And I persist in that new assumption until I see proof and my manifestation delivered entirely. You shift it, you change what you are experiencing by shifting your assumption about it, your thoughts about it consistently. It really is as simple as that, but you need to do it and commit to it entirely, fully. For example, if you want your SP back and to be in a relationship with them, you totally can set that intention. And the key here is to realize and understand that no matter what you think, it will also shift what other thinks about you, about your relationship, everything. It will also shape what they feel and how they act towards you. Because like we said last week, everyone is you pushed out, no matter what, and everything around you also. Let's say you have a boss who keeps treating you badly at work. And instead of getting frustrated and thinking constantly every day, they are always awful and disrespectful towards me. I hate this job. I hate my boss. Remind yourself that if you keep those type of thoughts, you just keep creating that same behavior. You don't allow another version of them to show up. So you need to recognize that your thoughts play a role about what you are experiencing every single day and the situation. So you need to remind yourself in those cases and tell yourself something like, I know that my thoughts create. I know I'm the creator here, the main character. So everything I say goes my way because I think so, right? And I want to change that situation. I don't want to accept it. This is not what I want. And so it's not happening because I think so. My boss is actually treating me right and recognizing my worth at work. In fact, they've always been doing it just because I think so. And by focusing like like that on what you want again and again and again, making that conscious choice. Every time you think about what you desire during the day, every day, no matter what is happening currently in your 3D reality, it will change and prove you're right. And things can shift very fast if you're committed and consistent. For example, let's say you are very anxious and stressed about a project at work or anything really. But in this case, you are worried that your boss might think you are not doing a good job. You're not skilled for that. Or even that your colleagues will criticize you. When you start to think those type of thoughts, it's really important that you pause and reflect. Is this what you want to create? Is this really what you want to experience? I'm pretty sure no, because you need to remind yourself that everyone is a reflection of you, of what is happening inside your mind and inside you anyway. Everyone is a reflection, is a mirror of your own thoughts. So if you start to think this way and think negatively about how they will view you or think about you, you will just create that, especially if you think that consistently and persistently. So instead of dwelling on those type of worries, you revise and you shift those thoughts. You shift your focus, and instead you can say to yourself, my boss and my colleagues always see value in my work. I'm always appreciated. All of my contributions are always recognized and appreciated. I'm the best at what I do. No one compares to me, and my boss and my colleagues know that. Now imagine the case you are stressed and anxious because you didn't get selected for that promotion you wanted. Opposite results for now, even if you were manifesting it. And perhaps you keep seeing that position filled by someone else, and it's bothering you because you wanted it for years. And when you notice those type of thoughts that will say, it's always the same thing, it's always for someone else but not me, you need to deny those type of thoughts and correct yourself even before finishing them, because you don't want to create that again. This is not who you choose to be anymore, what you choose to experience anymore. Hell no. But instead, you can take a breath and tell yourself, I know the next opportunities is for me. Next time, very soon, it's mine. It has no choice but to be mine. And the next opportunity is opened up very fast and very quickly for me. It's already mine because I think so. And by focusing like that on what you want being yours, or even you could revise it. This was me. This is my post. Actually, I've been chosen. I've already been chosen. It's already done. No matter what you see, then anyway, it will be pushed out and prove you right, and you will manifest the circumstances turning in your favor and proving you right. Because you need to think that no matter what you see happening in the 3D reality for now, no matter what you are experiencing, you are the one in charge. You are the one that decide what it means to you. You can apply any meanings to it. Choose something that is in your favor always, because there can be thousands of meanings for one situation. You have the choice to decide what you want it to mean, and you will always be right about it. So choose something in your favor, always, because you can give any meaning to what is happening in front of your eyes, even to what seems a negative and opposite circumstance. And remember, the intention or meaning to what is happening right now in front of you is really what can make the difference to your manifestation being pushed out. If you deny that it's something opposite happening to you, but instead you make it in your favor by revising it or choosing that no matter what, it's working in your favor and you already have what you want, then it can be pushed through with ease. And from there, it is important for you to stay mindful and keep your thoughts in check about what you desire being yours. So if you notice that your SP has blocked you, or if they're telling you, I hate you, I don't want you to call me again, text me again, remember that those situations are just a reflection of your past thoughts and beliefs about them, about the relationship, about yourself. It doesn't matter again how it happened. All you need to keep in mind is that you can change it. And you can tell yourself when those type of situations happen, everything is always working out in my favor. So what just happened just means I get what I want no matter what. Because I always do anyway. He just said he loved me. He wanted to message me and call me every day. Of course he wants to, because I said so. Then all you have to do is choose on your affirmation or your chosen technique directly after you shift that and stick to it until you feel you have enough for a few minutes. And for instance, you might say something to yourself like, they unblocked me because anyway it was a mistake, or they got jealous. Can they definitely start talk to me again because they love talking to me anyway. They can let pass a day without talking to me. I'm the love of their life. I'm their favorite person in the whole world. Use what is happening in your life currently in your favor, no matter what. There is always a way to shift your perspective and what is happening. Because if you already have what you want, you wouldn't think what is happening is a bad thing. You would turning it in your favor no matter what. And say to yourself, no, it's a mistake. They already unblocked me because we are together. They are my partner anyway. So they would never do that. And you do that to create the change you desire. Because your reality have no choice but to prove you're right anyway. And you keep taking those type of shifts no matter what happens. You need to remember to focus on what you want being yours. No one can do it but you. Commit to it. Commit to what you want being yours fully, not your current 3D reality. Stop shaking it as well. It doesn't matter what is happening outside of you right now. The most important is what is happening inside of you. You don't need proof right now. You don't need movement. There is always movement anyway, that you can see it or not. There is no such a thing as no movement. Everything is always moving in your reality. And this type of thoughts, this type of tips can really help you reduce your anxiety and move forward and keep your mind focus on what you want being yours. Keep your state of mind where you want it to be, in your wish fulfilled, because it's already here. It's already done anyway. At least you need to think it. And honestly, you shouldn't check the 3D constantly. You shouldn't check social medias. You shouldn't check what is happening. And if you do, if you really do, if you send that text, if you check social media, prepare your technique, your affirmation, whatever you use, to use it directly before you even check. So no matter what you see, you keep in mind what you want being yours. And that's all that matters. So for example, let's come back to the SP situation. If someone is telling you, I don't want to date you, I don't want to have anything to do with you, you simply tell yourself something like revising it in your mind, in your thoughts. Nah, of course they want to date me. They are begging me to be their partner. They are only thinking about me. They are so obsessed with me. They are so madly in love with me. They just confess the love for me right now. They love me so much, it drives them literally crazy. And more they can think about anyway. And that is literally revising what just happened. Right in the moment, in your thoughts. And you keep those type of thoughts every time you think about your desire, about them. This way, you are not dwelling on what just happened. You are not dwelling on what you saw, but you are keeping your mind aligned with what you want being yours, no matter what. Because, like I said, remember, there is always the movement. No matter what you see in front of you, no matter if, like it seems there is no movement, there is always movement, no matter what. You can see what they think constantly and still they think again. Everything is moving around you already behind the scenes to prove you're right. Doesn't have to be long, but you need to stop wavering and changing your mind constantly, because everything always change and move around you in your reality. You need also to keep that in mind. And everything you are experiencing right now is just a reason of past thoughts. That's it. That's all it is. Doesn't have to mean anything else. You are not doing anything wrong. You are doing everything right because you are perfect, because you are the creator. Start telling yourself that, because it is. It's what you are and it's what you're doing. You are doing everything right. Stop telling yourself you're doing everything wrong or it's not working. It is working because you think so. So the good news is, no matter what you're experiencing right now, you can change it at any moment just by thinking thoughts in your favor. Thinking thoughts about what you want being yours no matter what, because you are the one deciding if you want to accept what is happening in front of you or not in your thoughts. You don't have to accept it. Stop accepting what you don't want in your reality as if you are a victim. You are not. You are the creator. You are on the pedestal, so you decide. No one else. You always do, and you always will do it, unconsciously or consciously. So take your power back consciously and do it consciously right now, because you can. And all you need to do for that is shift your mindset, shift your thoughts, choose thoughts aligned with what you want being yours. That's all you need to do. It's as simple as that. You select a new version of your reality you want to experience, and you do that every day until that new reality shows up fully. You commit yourself to do that until it shows up entirely in your reality, because you think so, because you are the creator, because you are the main character, and because you deserve nothing else. Don't settle for less. And that's it for this video. I just want to take a moment to express my gratitude for your support and comments. I really do appreciate it all the time. I also wanted to say thank you because we are 1K. I'm so excited. Thank you very much. I really appreciate every every one of you that has been liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Really thank you. This channel has actually grown up so much in the space of 3 months? And that's all thanks to you. You are all amazing. So go out there and create your dream life. Please do it. Create something wonderful for yourself because you can. You are limitless. I truly believe and I choose to intend that you will all have breakthrough this week and that everything you want will manifest no matter what. And because I think so, it is. Remember, it's not the end until you get what you want. Have an amazing week. Take care of yourself and I see you in the next video. Bye.